Well, good morning, good morning, good morning. This is your boy Kevin Hughes on the SayDatDen Talk Show, powered by Box Wave Network. All right. And we powered by Star Imports. And if anybody don't know who Star Imports is the establishment that I also work for as a dealer, car salesman. And the thing is, I don't look at myself as a salesperson. People know what they want. So, but Star Imports is the home of a boutique's buying experience. And one thing I would suggest anyone in the DMV area to get up here off of Branch Avenue, and that's off of Off Place, 4711 Off Place, Camp Spring, Maryland, and that's Star Imports. If you come through the parking lot, and if anybody familiar with the area, you can come straight through the parking lot of Red Lobster. All right, and you can pull right back up in the back, and you can see our bandanas and all that. So y'all come and support us. We do a lot for the community. If y'all don't know, Star Imports donates a portion of its sales and give it back to the D.C., Maryland, and Virginia area charities, such as D.C. STEMS Network, National Museums of African American History, Culture, and the Girls and Boys Club. And, we just constantly giving back. And, we give a lot of incentives when you actually purchase from us. We accommodate you guys 3 days and 2 nights stay at any luxury hotel in the state of Las Vegas, San Francisco, and oh my God, it's a listing of it. Myrtle Beach, Florida, Orlando. Y'all just need to come up here and really, get acquainted with us, because we serve. We aim to please y'all. But I want to welcome everybody who is tuning in and all the other 6 continents out there, as well as my DMV family. I know we knocking on the door of Thanksgiving, and I know a lot of us is faking on these terms that we ain't gonna eat that turkey, or I'm only gonna I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna just do this here, and when the first of the year get here, I'm gonna get in the gym. That's one of the things that we do every year. We wait till Thanksgiving come around. We talk all the smack about how we're gonna watch, ourselves of eating. But I know I got to take position with myself and eating like now. I'm gonna eat small portion, because I'm gonna come to your house. If you invite me at your house, I'm gonna come. And hey, look, my tech person, I just want to give a shout out to my tech person, Big Ron. You know what I'm saying? He's definitely a gent that makes this possible, and give a shout out to the owner, Reggie Gaskin. You know what I'm saying? With them 2 guys there, they make it possible for all of us to have a platform to come to. But man, what's happening? What's happening, you guys out there, man? I tell you, man, it's a lot going on in this world we living in. Is real wicked, and we just got to take the bitter with the sweets, And I was taught that some time ago. Kevin, you got to take them body shots sometimes, even though you live a certain way. That don't mean that everybody else is lined up living the way you do, And I know what it is to live a certain way, that it's not productive. But thank God for my creator. He made it possible for me to be where I'm at today, and just being of a great service. We got a lot to talk about today on my show. Like I say, it's a lot of things going on in the world, but I want to know from some of y'all, what y'all think about sexual harassment. What constitutes sexual harassment? That's it's playing heavy on my mind, because every time I turn on anything, any type of news channel or whatever, when I'm looking on social media, it's all these allegations is coming about of a lot of people has harassed, a lot of women, It's a list of people that they bringing up on charges. And just for if y'all don't know, they got Russell Simmons coming up. You know, they brought Russell Simmons up, man, and you know it's out there. It's out there on social media that Russell Simmons is about to be brought up on sexual harassment. So, you know, that's some of the things that we're going to discuss about, as well as, you know, I want to give a shout out to my man, LeVar Ball. LeVar Ball, he's the father of a great young man who's playing for UCLA College. And, you know, y'all know about it. He got locked up. His son got locked up over there in where was it, China? Over there in China a couple of weeks ago. And it's crazy because I watched CNN the other night, and, you know, Mr. Ball, you know, I respect him. He took a stand, you know. He definitely didn't have no cut calls and exposing the reason why, you know, he wasn't grateful about sharing anything about, hey, giving Donald 45, you know, Trump any type of props about getting his son released, even though his son made a statement in thanking the 45, you know what I'm saying? But for the most part, his father would say, that's my son, and this is me. And, you know, the commentator, the news anchor, he got bent out of shape because he thought that Mr. Ball should have actually really, you know, been grateful about Trump getting his son out and getting the 3 young men out. But I lean more towards Mr. Ball, you know, for the most part, because Donald Trump, man, he has hidden agendas. And who's to say that, you know, he got the brother out? You know, he got them 3 young men out, you know. So I'm just excited about LeVar Ball, you know, taking a stand, going against, you know, this wicked president, this 45, this wicked 45, because, you know, if anything, I would love, actually, hey, Ron, I would love to see, you know, this president, this 45, get brought up on charges, you know, of sexual harassment. You know, they say it's not, but anytime you got the president down in Zimbabwe, you know, they took over. You know, they shut the whole Zimbabwe down just to incarcerate him, you know, in his own home. You know, you know, it's like you confined to your own home by your military. I truly say that's what they need to do here. They need to go ahead and take 45, you know, put him in one of his hotels, which actually he don't own none of them hotels, but it's real comic, man, you know, when you take a look at it, because Donald 45, he's not worth holding that position, and it's hard. It's very bitter to a lot of us to even respect him, even if he do right, because of all the devious things that he has done and the verbal things that he have said. And when I take a look at when they be talking about the different levels, let me just say this here, sexual harassment, I got some information. I had to, you know, because I had to ask myself, what does it mean to be sexually harassed? And I'm quite sure a lot of us, we say we know, but I want to know from you guys. Y'all can call in if y'all feel up to 240-719-2560. Y'all really could call in on this matter, because it's the times that we living in is so wicked, because it just seems like every man, every creature of man is being brought up on sexual harassment. And it's like these are some harassment that they have done 30, 40 years ago. I mean, y'all can weigh in on this with me. You know, weigh on this with me here. You know, y'all can call in. 240-719-2560. You know, I would love to hear from you, because I want to know, do any one of you guys out there know what does it means to be sexually harassed. You know what I'm saying? And like literally, because the information I got, shit, I tell you this here. I have to keep it 100. You know, sexual harassment is defined as an unwelcome sexual advance, request for sexual favors, and other verbal or physical conduct of sexual nature when either the conduct is made as a term or condition of the individual, unemployment, education, living environment, or participate in a universally or community active. How will we weigh on this here, man? I'm a reflection of all the men, not their behavior. Who? I'm a reflection of all the men is being brought up on this sexual harassment. And it's so hard sometimes to believe, like, you know, especially, let me go back to the Bill Cosby. I know Bill Cosby was a freaked out dude. You know, he freaked out dude years ago. Like when I was little, you know, I got some peoples of my family that knows this guy. He's been around, and I observed this guy many times. He's very flirtatious. So I want to know, is flirtation considered as harassment? I mean, we men now, man, we can't even, they say reckless eyeballing. They say reckless eyeballing is a threat and it's a harassment. May not be sexual, but it's a harassment. If I look at you like, hold up. I can't look at you in a seductive way with my eyes without you saying that I'm harassing you. Like, I mean, this shit really, like if I see one of you women today, man, I'm gonna have some shades on. Usually, that's what I do. I have some shades on anyway, you know, like WAP. And I'm gonna give a shout out to WAP. My man WAP, Wisdom Speaks. He say, man, I wear my sunglasses at night for show. And that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have me some damn shades on because I don't want to get none of my sisters, none of my queens out there the wrong impression. Because if I look at you, because I do look at, man, look, I will look at a woman and y'all make us men feel like it's not it's wrong. You know, I never thought that, like, really. And I know that we got some perverted people out here. We got some pedophiles out here. You know, hey, hands down, you a pedophile, you're a rapist, your ass don't need a second chance. No, you need to be in a nut house and be dealt with. So, I mean, and I can dig it, like, you know, like, it's a lot of abuse has been going on in these work environments way before my time. And I know the manipulations of us men. So I'm not going to like downplay that we don't have some of these perverted ass men in these workforce, you know, really, that takes advantage of our women. And that's one thing I don't like. You know, I line them up as a potential person who will think about just taking it, raping you, women. So I'm very sensitive about this subject, but man, it's crazy because like over the last, this 2017, that's all that's been going on. You know, like it's a lot of good things. Hey, look, it's a lot of good things going on in my DMV. It's a lot of good things going on in my DMV. I want to give a shout out to the council member, Mr. White, Trayvon White, over there in Ward 8. You're doing a magnificent job, young brother. You truly has, man, look, I just admire you, council member Trayvon White. You have a team. You have the people behind you. I could see you down the road being the next mayor. And really, you know, I just commend you doing what you're doing over there in Ward 8. And you really about, you know, making a difference in D.C. You really about trying to make that difference and educate the remainder of us that is over there in Ward 8. How important is it for us to get ourselves together? How important it is to, you know, stop the foolishness, because it's a lot of killing. 2017, I know we had over maybe 30-something murders over there in Ward 8 itself. So, man, I just commend you. I tilt my hat off to you. You know, like I got the scarf on because it's cold in the studio today, baby, but the show got to go on. But, man, look, continue doing what you're doing, my brother. You and your team over there. I know you have some great people behind you, you know, beside you. Jahar Abraham, you know, he's a great man. And, you know, I just commend you guys what y'all doing over there in Ward 8 and throughout the city of Washington, D.C. So just continue doing what y'all doing. I'm going to take a break, but when we get back, hey, you know, we're going to jive talk. It's Thanksgiving. Feel me? It's Thanksgiving. We have a lot to be thankful. And hey, Tech, Tech Ron, let's make this thing happen, baby. Let's make it happen. Y'all ain't about that business right there. Yes, indeed. Never learn to swim. This is your boy again, Kid Muse on the SayDatDen talk show. Hello. I need y'all to feel me right here with this. Hey, Ron, I ain't ready for this. Music was music. I never learned to swim. Can't catch the rhythm of the flow. Why should I hold my breath? Feeling that I might choke. This is your boy Kid Muse coming back to you on the SayDatDen talk show. How about it? Ho. Don't have to get up now. Hey, look, I wish Big Bubba was here. He could critique every goddamn instrument player. I want y'all to hear this. Never learn to swim. I can't catch the rhythm of the flow. Why should I hold my breath? Feeling that I might go. Hey, check. Mind it down, baby. I just thought I'd give y'all a little something. You know, at one point, you know, in D.C., let me just say, the surrounding areas of Washington, D.C., a.k.a. C.C., Parliament was like Chuck Brown. Honestly, if you don't know, just ask your daddy, your mama, your uncles. Just ask me, damn it. Chuck Brown and George Clinton, you could call them brothers because George brought the funk. And let me just say, he loved the D.C. He loved the Chocolate City. And it was a great time in our music that we really had fun. We really enjoyed. I mean, I know the generations today is enjoying the music, but it's so much hideous things going on, man. You know, Ron, as a tech, man, there's so much hideous stuff going on with just going out today, and I ain't gonna blame it on the music. You know, I love the transitions of the sounds, the music and stuff like that, man. I truly do. From the go-go to the R&B. Now, some of the lyrics, some of you lyrical rappers, mama, man, y'all make me want to get in the studio, drop 16 bars. Shit, I mean, you know, y'all put me right up there, you know, that I already got a little problem anyway critiquing. So, hey, look, they just made it that much easier for a brother like myself at 50 to want to go in the studio and drop 16 bars. How about that? But no, man, I just wanted to give y'all a little something, man, because the holidays is here. And around this time, a lot of people, you know, feel real like, you know, lonely, feel out of place. Like, you know, a lot of people don't got family, man. And those who got family, they not even close. You know, they not even close to their family. So, you know, shit. I welcome anybody in my circle. And, you know, they got some programs out here that will embrace you regardless. And that's one thing I want to also do. I want to give a shout out to those who is all about embracing people that is not their family, but they have a love and a compassion for humanity. And like these days, like the Thanksgiving, the Christmas, and the New Year's is where the murder rates goes up. The suicide murder rates goes up because a lot of people don't have the love. And I don't know if y'all can relate to it. Sometimes I feel like, I don't have the love myself, but, I have to dig deep within me and ask my creator, hey, let me build a better, wholesome relationship with myself. So I welcome anybody, to come on up here, hang up. We might be having some Christmas dinner. It's not it's not stamped yet, but we talking about doing a Christmas dinner. And I don't know how many of y'all like pork chops, spare ribs, chitlins with your turkey stuffing, cranberry, and all that. Because around this time, a lot of people will compromise their religious to eat a bowl of them chitlins. Because, hey, look, I was brought up on, the chitlins. It was nothing like having a good bowl of them stinking ass chitlins. You know what I'm saying? I mean, really, they some of the most worst smelling, stinkiest, but they the best tasting food product on Thanksgiving and Christmas. So, man, look, we just gonna have a great time, man, and we're gonna just do what we have to do to, build that relationship. But let me share something about what this chump Donald Trump. And I'm gonna go back to this brother here, LeVar Ball. The father of the young gentleman who played basketball for UCLA, and three of them young brothers, they just got released. And Donald Trump right now is feeling a certain way. He's on his period because he's saying that LeVar, this is what on CNN. LeVar Ball went on a national TV Monday night to rebut President Donald Trump and the tweet that stormed by brewing up on a Sunday when the commander-in-chief, this is the 45, which y'all called him the president of the United States, which the commander-in-chief called Ball, Mr. Ball, you ungrateful bastard. Yeah. He said, he called Ball ungrateful. He's ungrateful, bleep, bleep, for his effort in getting his shoplifting son back from China to the U.S. It was this chub here, he worrying about, and this the kicker, he's worrying about someone edifying him of doing something like really, nigga. Come on, 45. Come on, man. You got some other things to be focused on and worrying about someone complimenting you or giving you a thank you. If you did it genuinely, you wouldn't be worrying about that. So, I mean, nigga, do something, man. Do something more, man. You've been in office going on a year. If it's not a year, no, it'll be a year coming up. And you worrying about Mr. Ball giving you a thank you and calling him, and this is your MO. This is your evil, wicked ways of, responding and always getting at us as black people. You ain't say nothing about your man down in Alabama. My man, what's his name? Roy? Yeah, Roy. Pedophile. See, he's getting brought up not just on sexual harassment, but he's a pedophile. Yeah, bottom line. Call a spade, a club a club. But you ain't said nothing. And I caught you. I watched the little episode that y'all, had surrounding when when the news reporter was asking you a question about your boy down in Alabama, Rob, ain't none of y'all worthy of getting called president or senator or up and coming senator or whatever. But this is the kicker right here. The reporters asked your ass the other night, yesterday, what you think about the Republicans communist of Alabama? Why haven't you weighed in on that? Which you weighed in on Mr. Ball not being thankful or grateful of what you allegedly posed to have done, which I really don't think you've done jack nothing. The people in China was going to let them 3 young men anyway out. But when they asked your little devious self, what do you weigh in on your man down in Alabama who's running for Senate? What you think he should do? Step aside and all, you got your arm crossed. And when you get your arm crossed, right, that's in the defensive. You protecting something. See, body language a lot of times don't lie. You like this. No questions. Hey, Ron, he was like, no questions. Negro ain't wanted to say nothing. You know what I'm saying? He ain't had no questions. So my thing is this here. Why is it that you don't weigh on all these pedophiles that are bona fide people who harass these women out here? That tells a lot about your character. 45. I should do a remix like Billy D, Coke 45. You like the Wicked 45. You got Coke and Wicked. So, I'm not afraid of none of you politicians because y'all don't make me. Y'all really don't break me. But y'all doing a lot of damage to those who really support y'all, who really put y'all up in these homes. And I do vote. For the election that took place for you getting in there, I signed my brother. I don't think my brother Kimmer even know that. Hey, Ron, when I went in the booth, you could sign in, I signed in my brother name, Kimmery Hughes, for president, and I put Kimmery M. Hughes. Yeah, brother of Kevin Hughes. So you, hey, look, hey, brother, you got a fraction of a percentage, so, you got somebody who support you. But no, really, man, Donald 45 Trump, you need to really bail out. You need to throw the towel in, man, honestly. You've done a lot of damage. And, I don't want to give you so much energy because I know I got some, if my brother watching, he would say, bruh, man, don't give that chump no energy. But hey, look, shit, I got roughly 2 hours of some conversation. So, I'm going to mix it up. I'm going to play some music. I like to hear, One Nation, right now, I want to give y'all something. I want to do something out of the box. I got my DJ and my tech man, Ron, the tech. If you could find me that One Nation, you know what I'm saying? I might get up and bust a move, because we got a stage. And I want to give a shout out to my cousin and my sister, Lucinda Hughes. Happy birthday, darling. Thank God for, keeping you here. You made it to another year. And for my cousin, Sonia Chichester, a.k.a. Sonya. Y'all got to get some of her shea butter, too. I ain't got none. And I should. I'm going to get more organized. And, I want to wish you a happy birthday. My cousin Sonia is like my coach, my trainer, my dietitian. She on me about the things that I do eat. So I just want to commend you, darling. Happy birthday, darling. Your creative, got you, seeing another year. And let's make this thing do what it do. And hey, DJ, Ron. Come on now.
This is a chance. This is a chance.
I don't know why I'm showing this old school stuff right here.
Out of work and
I think I need this in my spirit. Because the holidays coming around. Check it out.
Here's a chance to dance our way out of our constriction.
Hey, who remember the freak? That's sexual harassment, damn it. But it's on a dance floor.
Hang up alleyway.
Hey, hey.
With a groove I only got.
You had to know, you really had to know where your ass at. You know what I'm saying? Back then, it was men and women.
Here we come, getting down on the one which we believe. Can I get it on my foot?
Happy Thanksgiving, baby. Happy holiday. If you planted your feet this morning, you got a whole lot to be grateful and thankful for. Y'all need to know that. Hey, Ron, you remember that baby? So tell me now. Hey.
More of what you're poking for.
I'm gonna give you more what you're poking for.
Don't tell me now.
Once again, I want to give a shout out to my cousin Sonia. Sonia. Happy birthday, baby. It's your day. See you later on. And my little sister, Lucinda. Lucinda. Facebook family. I hope y'all tune in to my broadcasting right here. It's gonna get better with time. Show them the stage. Show them that stage right here what I'm about to do. Hey, hey. Hey. If y'all don't know about this, that means that you wasn't back then, alright? This is how we laid it down real thick. In the 70s, baby, and the 80s. This is for y'all holidays. And I want this long verse because I want y'all to feel me. Feel me on this part right here. Y'all got to feel this shit here. I'm telling you. This is like going to church.
Feet don't fail me now. It's a chance to dance our way out of our constriction. Gonna be grooving up and down, hang up alleyway.
Hey, it's just gonna get better with time.
The only guy we should all be moving.
Feet don't fail me now.
Giving you more of what we're talking for. Feet don't fail me now.
Y'all see these feet right here? Hey, hey, I'm telling you, I will burn your butt up on the dance floor.
Here's my chance to dance my way.
It's the Holy Ghost right here.
Constriction.
Woo!
Don't fail me now.
Don't fail me now. Y'all gonna make it get up in there. The whole funk,
Nothing but the funk. One nation under a groove, getting down just for the funk of it. One nation, we're on the move, and they can stop us now.
nothing can stop us.
One nation under a groove, getting down just
Y'all feel this now. Just follow me right here.
one nation.
And then I'm gonna give y'all some signs behind this thing. Do your brothers phone? Ha!
Do you post the phone? Do you post the phone? The whole phone.
Once again, do you promise the phone? The whole phone. All right, Mom. All right, DJ. I just had that P-Funk Holy Ghost syndrome, like I'm just feeling them for some reason. It's just like the funk, man. I think that's the problem, Ron. There ain't no more fucking funk. And like really, man, we ain't got no funk no more. And the funk we got is wetted, is cut like 1,000 times. And like, what they call funk ain't funk. It's punk. Yeah, so wow. Man, I'm going to just say this here. It's nothing like music, you guys. And I do it therapeutically wise because I can find myself, feeling a certain way. Maybe y'all can relate to this. I can find myself feeling a certain way. But the way I'm feeling, it's a song somewhere that comes in my thought or in my spirit or the inner being of me, and I go ahead and play it. Because music is the strongest form of communication. To let you know, music is the strongest form of communication. Hey, look, I have a song for every situation. I have songs for problems that can solve it. It's just like our form of communication. If you're not receptive and communicate, when two people get in a relationship, they say, well, when a man asks a woman what they expect, and a woman asks a man what they expect, one of the first things they say, well, communication is very, and that's a goddamn, you need to stop lying. You know what I'm saying? You say that to represent something, but you don't really mean it, because when issues start flaring up, we have a tendency to run from each other to come to communicate. And that goes for me, like, why is it that when we in relationships, right, with each other, and we say, what do you expect? What do you want out of a man? You feel me? And the women in response will say, what do you want out of a woman? I want a trustworthy woman. I want a woman who can communicate. And I asked the question, why is so much of the communication? When when the shit hits the fan, we're not capable of really sitting down and putting a difference aside to try to come up with an understanding to that solution. Man, I've been in enough relationships as a dysfunctional person now to know the difference. Hey, Ron, I say, I've been in enough relationship as a dysfunctional person, as a dysfunctional man, to know the difference. And the difference is this here. When shit hit the fan, 9 times out of 10, there's no communicating, no conversation, nothing coming from us. And if we do approach that, if we do end up giving a shot at it, we see that there's an issue that needs to be addressed. Shit, no more than 2 minutes, if that. Oh, fuck it. I'm done with it. I don't want to hear that shit. You know what I'm saying? If the man ain't going out the door, because the woman, I don't got no man is going to allow that woman to go out the door. And I think I'm on the topic of the relationship aspect, because I want to know this here from you guys. When you're in a relationship, is there a way that your spouse, your significant other, could file for harassment? I mean, a sexual harassment, a verbal. Because see, this is what I also come to discover too about this harassment thing, right? Where did I see this at? Let me see. They say sexual harassment is bullying, unwelcome promise is bullying, and verbally and physically harassment of a sexual nature. Now this why I can't wait till my counterpartner come in, because I got a counterpartner coming in. Imani, she will be flying in. She's gonna be my co-host coming up. I'm so grateful and thankful that she took on, the challenge to be my co-anchor. This is a young lady that I embrace like my sister. I ride and die for her. So I'm truly, it's going to be like, loving it. But this is the kicker. Sexual harassment is a verbal or a physical harassment. Now, goddamn, I think 99.9 of us in a relationship has harassed. We should all be brought up on a sexual harassment. It got to be. It's like, would you think a person would be brought up on charges in a relationship? They've been in a relationship. Now, check this out. Your spouse go up to the precinct in D.C. or the precinct in Maryland or Virginia or wherever you living at, to whomever watch me, and file for some type of domestic issue, harassment charge. Because let me say this here. I don't want to say I'm a victim, but I was in a relationship, and it wasn't abusive. It wasn't abusive, and I'm gonna keep it 100. You know, I ain't got no problem, you know, calling a spade, you know, on me. But my woman got in her feeling, my ex got in her feeling, and went to the precinct and filed a domestic violence charge against me. And that shit like really bothered me. Like, and the judge, like, they ain't had no understanding. Like, they put out a warrant on me. Like, nigga. Like, it really, and you know, I got a charge. They charged me. It was, how many charges was it? It was like 2 different charges. One was the verbal, and then the other one was, let me share this here. We was in the bed, and I pushed her out. So, you know, we played. But actually, we wasn't playing this night. But however, I pushed her out the bed. So she ran with that, because actually, for real, I was done. You know, for that moment, you know, because I run from situations, you know, and you know, I ain't the best brother or the best man that's like, I do run, and I can understand why she may feel the way she did, but not go all the way with it to put me in a catch situation with the law, you know, because I dealt with them for all my life, and I just can't understand it, you know. I guess, like, we got to be careful of who we deal with, and you know, I just can't see it, you know. It's real rough, you know, when you're in a relationship and that thing turns sour. It turns like, ooh wee. It's a touching conversation, because I think that we all men, if any of my men is viewing this here, you know, and view it in the future, this is a conversation that, man, a lot of us men, it would do 2 things. It will have us to admit about where we at of dealing with women, with our woman, and not getting abusive verbally, physically, you know what I'm saying? But I just say, man, you got different levels of people who so aggressive, and like them pedophiles and them chumps that really try to bully, and it's right here in my face, you know. It's a bully cautious. It's like sexual harassment can be a bully, because if you constantly on a woman, you nagging her, you putting the press on her, and you grabbing her without her permission, Yeah, Negro, you violated. Like you know when like a woman is not going to give you no play, you know, and that's the kicker, right? That's the kicker. And I'd like to have a panel of people, and I think I'm gonna get that. I think I'm gonna put that together. Like it's a lot of new things gonna happen in 2018 on the SayDatDen talk show. So I those who is following me now, you gonna be, you know, real pleased with what's gonna take place. Cause there's a lot of like I say, there's a lot of topics that deals with relationships, domestic violence, sexual harassment, you know, and we want to get to the core. And it's all about trying to find that solution. Because one thing talking about the problem, and there's another thing in trying to find a solution on how can we better ourselves, because I'm about improving the quality of self. I'm in the business of really like helping other people to improve and to enhance their ability to, you know, just let's grow up together, you know. And I just say this here. I want to go to my man, my tech man / DJ man. You know, I would want to keep it like really let's keep it on that funk, man. What about that? What about that Cosmic Slide? Whatever, you know, that Cosmic Slot. You know, because where I'm at right now, I'm where, you know, where you get your funk from. And like I say, if y'all want to call in to lean and weigh in on anything that I discuss, you know, you could call into 240-719-2560. And that's 240-719-2560. And this is your boy, Kevin Hughes of the SayDatDen Talk Show. And we ain't going nowhere. We want to stay live because I want y'all to hear the funk. It's the holiday, and this is the season to be jolly. La, 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 la. Oh. This is probably before some of y'all's time. This is one thing that Go-Go don't. DJ Ron, the tech of box waiting. Come on, baby. Hey.
I wanna vibe down to my mother, an older sister and 3 young brothers. We seen it hard, we seen it kind of rough, but always with a smile. She was sure to try to hide the fact from us that life was really tough. I can hear my mother call. I can hear my mother call. Late at night I hear a call. On the Lord I hear a call. She said, Father, Father, it's for the kids. Any and everything I did. Please, please don't judge me too strong. Lord knows I live no wrong. Lord knows I live no wrong. Then the devil sang, would you like to dance with me? We're doing the cosmic slop. Would you like to dance with me? We're doing the cosmic slop. Would you like to dance with me? We're doing the cosmic slop. She was well known through the ghettos. Tricks would come and then
from SayDatDen. Where do you get your phone from? SayDatDen. Your boy Kevin Hughes coming back to you live off of Voxwave Network, powered by Star Imports. And once again, Star Imports is a home of the boutique style buying experience. Star Imports Odell Motor has 50 years in auto industry. Star Imports is in Camp Spring, right off of Branch Avenue behind the Red Lobster. And people over there in other 6 continents, anytime y'all come into the United States, come to the state of Maryland. How about that? Because see, we not just viewing here in the DMV. We are global. So, hey, we in the United States in the state of Maryland. So we deal with bad credit, no problem. We have credit restoration programs to help you. And then you could go out into our website and go fill out a credit application at www.starimports.com. And that's spelled with 2 R's because the 2R acronym is really real, all right? So that's www.starimports.com. Star Import does bank, in-house finance, and buy in here program. We got all them type of programs here. The vehicles you want, not in our inventory, no problem. We specialize in finding your perfect car. We are a boutique. I think we are the most gifted boutique in this DMV, you guys. So y'all come on up here. You know, we got a hell of a team. You know, we got a hell of a commander that is in charge. You know, Mr. Doc, y'all gonna call him Doc, but we say Frederick Doc Rivers, and you know, Junior, which is his counterpartner, his son. You know, and they just two great people to be on a team with. So y'all just come on up here at Star Imports, right off of Branch Avenue, 4711 off Place. And you come through the parking lot of the Red Lobster. Yeah, man, Ron, I appreciate that funk, man, because I love that funk, man. I want to give another shout out to my cousin Sonia. It's your birthday, a.k.a. Sonjay, Sonia Chichester on Facebook, and my little sister, my LS, Lucinda. Your birthday, you know, you had something going on yesterday. You know, your great husband, Irish, you know. So I want to just give a shout out to you guys. And there's a lot of birthdays. And happy belated birthday to Alan Stroy. Alan Stroy, you know, is not just my cousin. He's my brother. Man, I love you dearly, man. You're powerful of attraction. But like I say, man, it's all about life. And living life to the fullest and not being a menace to society, you know, not being like totally just disregarding other people's emotions and stuff like that. And I know that we all wrestle, you know, with our own issues, but we need to make that shift because the community of us blacks, man, we losing the potency. And that's what I'm gonna say. We are losing the potency of us. I don't feel so connected to us like I did when I was coming up. I really don't. And I can remember the times, like when I was young coming up, and I used to watch how the young adults back then, which is my mother, my father, you know, even my grandmother and them, how if anything happened in our community, they didn't have no problem in looking after the men that was doing wrong. You know, do you remember them times, Ron? I mean, and this is a discussion. See, a lot of you kids think that what y'all doing is brand new. You know, nothing is new up under the sun. Nothing is brand new, all right? But what is brand new is the respect piece that y'all don't give to the elders. Y'all don't respect your mama. You don't respect your grandmama. You hold so much resentment towards your mother, your father, and, you know, it ain't nothing new about mothers and fathers not being there. Because, like, my father wasn't there in my life, but man, I got a stronger, I got a different level of respect when it comes to my elders. Like you kids today, y'all line up with us. Like y'all think y'all like equal. And some of the adults today got to really, really, really go back traditionally wise and really dealing with our young teenagers, because they take advantage of the liberty, the freedom that y'all give them in terms of how they may think that they can behave around y'all. And then when they behave a certain way, you get bent out of shape. The mothers be like, I don't know what to do. Shit, you should know what to do. You know, some of you parents can't be friends, man. You know, let me say this. It's hard. It's like being friends with your children can really bite you on your ass, especially if you're not putting your foot down and correcting them. You know what I'm saying? So y'all got to be ever mindful, like, you know, when you're raising your kids, man, you know, put that foot in their ass, man, because I tell you, man, I don't want no, I hate to say it, but the truth is, my mother lives in Southeast. And thank God that they know my mother. But I don't rule out of those who do know my mother and don't know my mother, that one day my mother will call me and say I've been disrespected. I don't know how. I mean, I know in my past, my response was, you know, I would do life, you know. So we have to take ownership, parents. We got to take ownership. I got 3 grown sons, and you know, I wasn't in my son's life, but our relationship, we respect each other. And if they even think about like being underhand, disrespectful, man, I'm gonna put that Bethlehem on their ass. That's me. That's me. So I just call a spade what it is. A spade, a club, a club. You know, we just got to be more, you know, understanding that, man, we losing. We not winning. The ones who is doing good for the communities, the ones who is doing everything necessary to nurture the wounds and deals with the issues that our young kids is suffering from, you know, it's not working. It's not playing off right, you know. So I just advise everybody, like, man, be more of a understanding parent, and understanding that you can't allow your kids to bust loose like they want to. They really can't, you know. I love to see my young kids, my young adults, you know, really letting down their hair. But I say, man, you know, you all your good could turn real sour once you disrespect elders. And if you ain't got no respect for elders, man, I could say I'm like the Terminator. I want to terminate your ass, you know, really, because, you know, my mother, you know, and then me, I'm of age. You know, I can't see no young cats just totally blatant disrespecting me. So, you know, hey, it's a great day. You know, it's a great day. It's gonna, like I say, my show is gonna be talking about a lot of issues, man, that we suffer from. You know, and like I say, I'm just going through the motion right now. I'm enjoying the fact that I'm able to be in this position. Y'all heard this many times before. And, you know, and I'm going to say it many more times that, like, I'm very grateful, man. I would never thought that I would be in this position to have my own talk show and going live, because everything that I do right now can't get edited. So y'all going to see all my inadequacies of dysfunctional shit that goes down. Y'all going to see, you know, things that, like, nigga, did you say that? Did you pronounce that word like that? Hey, look. So I'm cool with it. You know, I'm gonna get some texts and some info and some feedback. Man, that's an ignorant nigga. Hey, look. Hey, look. That's an ignorant nigga. Did he pronounce that word like that? Damn, yeah, I did it. And like I say, this is going live, so everybody can see me out there. You don't have to be perfect to be successful. 99.9 of the wealthiest people wasn't educated. How about that? So, I don't know where this road gonna lead to. I just know that I'm gonna get better. You know what I'm saying? Some people say, well, ain't a such thing as getting better and better. God damn it. I'm loving it. I'm gonna get better and greater. All right? And y'all gonna love it, because for real, I'm glad I ain't a polished up type dude, that speaks so intellectual and all that. You feel me? Look through the camera. It's an honor not to be a polished up intellectual speaker, because for those who are, and I had a wise man tell me that said, Ken, be careful who you allow in your ears, but be ever mindful for those who say what you need to do, what you shouldn't do, and all this and that. Hey, you get right here, and let me see what you do. Let me see what you do. But I'm open to self-criticism. Yes, I am. I'm open to growth. So I'm not going to downplay that, because, everything that I'm doing is all about growth. Like I say, it's all about empowering. But don't come for me because, whatever, I want us to really work towards us growing. And it's a way you come at people. This is why I'm having this conversation about how we adults are being mistreated. And no one has the right in disrespecting you. There's no justifications. If an adult didn't disrespect you, hey, you definitely don't, man. You definitely. So it's all about having a nice time in life, getting the loot to live a good life. Hey, what do we got that AWB, Schoolboy Crush? Because that was one of the funkiest bass line. Would you say? Would you say that was a vicious bass line? Like I said, I want to give a shout out to all of my families that has birthdays in the Thanksgiving family. Play that thing. Play that thing, Ron. DJ Ron, my tech. Hey, this is how I'm feeling, y'all. I'm feeling like this. With the Holy Funk Spirit. How about that? With the Holy, say that again.
At the playground, about a quarter to 4. Wait till everybody's long gone. There must be so many things that we could explore. Hey, baby, I can run.
Like I say, y'all gonna see all the imperfections. Love it.
It starts to rain, got to take some shelter. I don't like to hold your little hand. Oh, my hand's spinning like a helter-skelter.
Hey,
You'll get
y'all see that move right there?
She said, hey, wait a minute. Oh, wow. She said,
Check it out.
just a little bit. Oh, wow.
Whenever I
Trying to think what it feels like.
want to give a shout out to all the old school, all the old heads that grew up with me when we put this down right here. Chocolate City. Chocolate City back then. Ow. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Be grateful and thankful. Hey.
I gotta keep your secret. I can't take no chance.
called it AWB, Average White Band. There was only one black. There was only one black in that band. But don't you touch, that ain't much. She say, look boy, but don't you touch, but that ain't much. It's only a schoolboy crush. Hey. This is the bass line right here. Page 6. Check it out. It's only a schoolboy crush. Woo! Listen, hey. It's only a schoolboy crush.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All good children go to heaven. It's only a schoolboy crush.
Hey, that's when you had to do that good foot.
Only a schoolboy crush.
Let me say this here. If y'all didn't feel that, I don't care what generation you come from. If you didn't feel the bass line and you love music, man, something is wrong with that picture. Wouldn't you say though? Hey, there's no funky breakdown bass line in them boys, the AWB. I remember they came to the Capitol Center, 75, it was 75, 76, and my cousin then went out there, and they told me I couldn't go. And I think that particular night, I was up on Quackenbar Street, you know, because that's where my family house at, the Hughes house. So when they told me I couldn't go there, I think it was 77. When AWB coming, it had to be 76, 77, one of them. It wasn't 75. I just know that I left home and I went down to a club called the Northwest Gardens, and Mass Extension was winding up 48 Boogie and all that. So it might have been, I was just too fast for myself, you know. I was ahead of my time, you know. Just doing a lot of little bad things, you know. So I just love my music, you guys, and like I say, the holidays is around, and people end up feeling a certain way. They start distancing themselves from, you know, each other. So I'm putting myself out there. If you feel a certain way, you can reach out. You can reach out to us. You know, like I say, I'm not hard to find. I'm on Facebook. I'm on IG. Shit, I'm on LinkedIn, Periscope. You know, reach out. You know, I got programs that you can go to. You can go and get you some food. You know, you can just, you know, be amongst some people so you don't have to feel so depressed. You know, because I know I have a lot of my friends that deals with the absence of their mothers, their fathers, their brothers, their sisters, their nephews, their niece, grandchildren, you know. And I you know what, Ron, I really love the holiday, man. You know, I think I love it more because the spirit, you know. Now, I wish I was in a position financially to be Santa Claus. Because one thing I do love is seeing kids waking up and they got some gifts. Because I can remember a time like when I used to, I'm gonna say this, moms, I love you, baby. You the best that ever done it, damn it. I was like 12 baby kids, you know, but look, mama, man, look, I ain't know that we was living in a project. You know, I'm project kid, you know what I'm saying? Hey, look, but it ain't, I ain't know. Look, I was waking up to Christmas, I had mine, you know, and the mother that I got, Lord, have mercy. You know, she laid it down real thick like brick mix for me on my like birthdays and Christmas. And a lot of times I didn't really deserve it. You know, you know, she's so compassionate. You know, she's a Pistol Pete. You know, I can say I had real issues. You know, when I was a young cat. You know, pretty much I did. You know, so I can understand what the parents who was trying to be the parents to discipline their children, you know, not trying to line up with them to be friends, you know what I'm saying? It's a different, you know, but I know it was, my young cats out there, I can imagine what y'all probably go through, you know, not having this and not having that, your father or your mother or whatever, but once you become of a certain age, there's no excuses no more, so I just want to, hey, just put that out there. I can't relate to the behaviors, the dysfunctional behaviors. I really can't. I don't want y'all to ever think that I can't relate. I'm out of touch, that I was a perfect type guy. You know, I wasn't, you know. And you know, I was a trouble kid. I mean, my mother, she did everything. She took me to the Children's Hospital back then when it was on B Street. Griffin Stadium. You remember Griffin Stadium? See, D.C., if you know about Griffin Stadium, you from D.C. And Griffin Stadium is what? What's Griffin Stadium? Howard University. Yeah, the hospital. So, you know, I mean, I just say this here, you know, it's okay today. You know, let's enjoy. And for those who are suffering out there, don't try to do it by yourself. You know, we got some anonymous programs that will embrace you. You know, I love my anonymous family, my anonymous program family, NA, AA, you know what I'm saying? You know, without them, I don't think I'd be here right now, because it's just through the principles and the traditions and concept, you know, that I apply helps me to understand how great I could become. You know, even though you know, the things that I was fed through that program, you know, my mama used to say, take your time, young man, don't you rush to get old. You know what I'm saying? You remember that record? Take your time, young man, don't you rush to get old, take it in a stride, live your life though. But, you don't have to be a crash dummy every day. You know, every day, you know, SayDatDen, you know, and it's about enjoying life, you know. I want to give, like I said, I want to give another shout out to, you know, my family members who actually birthdays. One is today, Sonia Chichester. She's definitely a hell of a force to be reckoned with. She's, like I say, she's like my trainer, my coach, my dietitianary. You know, she tells me I need to eat better. Like, you know, and like, man, I got a taste for some chitlins. I'm gonna keep it 1,000. You know, I don't eat through the year, but I tell you this, I have a taste for some chitlins. Now, it's not to say I'm gonna eat it, but I have a taste for it. You know, and I'm gonna tell you, it's gonna be, I don't know how rough it's gonna be, but you know, I'm gonna just take it one day at a time throughout this holiday, because you know, I justify my eating habits throughout the holidays, like most of us do. We would say, look here, you know, I'm gonna get through the holiday. You know, when the first of the month come in, I'm gonna get in the gym, and you know, really, we said that last year, and then I think we said that the year before. And then the year before that. So, you know, it's cool. I'm with you. You know, I'm trying to grow. I'm trying to work on, you know, them defects of my characters to better myself, to get a greater understanding on, you know, who I am and, you know, like, what is the purpose? You know, I'm enjoying my moments, the here and now, you know, it's just, we got to embrace it, you know, because like we recognize that things are wicked out here. You know, we got a commander. We got the 45 that is in position, you know, and running our country, you know, and we don't know what he will be up to, what he's capable of. He's capable of just fucking up everything that we trying to build. You know what I'm saying? He's more of a threat than Kim Jong-un. Kim Jong, what is it, Kim Jong-un? Something like that. You know, hey look, right now they beefing. You know, Trump and the White House, you know, the correspondents and all them, they feel of a threat because Kim hasn't been responding to none of their shit. And Kim say, man, you know, it ain't gonna be in the talk, you know. So for the last month or two, Kim hasn't really been going toe to toe with 45. You know, 40. He like, okay, 45 want to call me a little rocket man. You know, 45 crazy, man. 45. Where the fuck we get this president from, though, man? I mean, really, man. Where the fuck this nigga come from? Man, you know, I used to buy this dude's shirts. I used to buy Donald Trump shirts like 10 years ago, man. And like for the last couple of years, you know, you go to Burlington. Because I feel this certain way about dude. You know what I'm saying? I knew he wasn't polished up. I knew he was a gutter type dude who became wealthy because of his father. But for the most part, when this dude became president, God damn. You know, I rooted for him. The Bart Simpsons in the 90s. I don't know. I know it's out there because they showed it. But they had a animated like cartoon type thing with the symptoms. What is symptoms? You know, Bart Simpsons and all that, right? All right. They had an animated and they had a part that Donald Trump was running for president. And for real, I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with y'all, man. I said to myself, I wish this dude do run for president. I don't know if y'all can remember that episode that the symptoms they had on Donald Trump running for president. This was like 90, 91, 92, something like that. But I was like, really like, even though it's cartoon, like, you know, the animated type stuff, I was like, man, that would be great, you know, a billionaire running for president, you know. And I'm not gonna hold all of you billionaires hostage because of this 45 behavior, you know. But who would thought that Donald would end up being president and busting loose? Like, I ain't know this dude was so racist, man. He don't have no love for niggas, blacks. I don't care, like this here. Jay-Z said it's the best, man. You could be a rich black or a poor black. You could be a wealthy black or whatever type of black you want to be, but you still nigga. You still nigga. In their eyes, you still nigga. So this man really showed his true colors. And I just say this here, I'm hurt because I spend my money on this chump. Bought all them shirts. And I'm talking about, it ain't one shirt. It's not 3 shirts. It's not 4 shirts. Man, I had a wardrobe of white shirts, the black shirts, the little, you know. Yeah, I'm putting on a Trump joint, you know. And I think that's really what that pivot me from really getting into name brands, you know, because it was a reputation. It was the saying that Ralph Lauren say, man, I didn't make my clothes for you cutter folks. And then the Versace thing and like the Gucci from the Lucci. That's why when I get that knockoff, I tell y'all a damn fool going in the store buying the real shit. You know, save yourself some money. The knockoff, you can't tell, you know. Well, yes, I can. That's a damn lie because I sold a rack of it. Hey, Ron, I sold a rack of that knockoff. And I let you know. Anybody who bought it from me, they know. And I tell them, man, it's just the look. Wait till I get my clothesline. Just wait. It's coming. Versatility. All right? Versatility. All right? It's coming your way in a store near you. So, you know, I want to go ahead and, you know, bow out. You know, it's the holiday. You know, I was going to go till 1 o'clock, but, you know, I want to bail out, and I want to go out with, you know, a real funky breakdown of that funk. You know, I really do. And I just want to thank everyone who has been tuning in. You know, last week I was under the weather. I came back last Thursday. And then another thing, I want y'all to stay tuned. This Wednesday, actually tomorrow, we're going to have the live set on this network right here, a Box Wave, okay? I just want y'all to know, tomorrow we have live performance. So y'all need to go ahead and inbox me. Go to my email, all right? That's SayDatDen 1 at gmail.com. SayDatDen 1 at gmail.com. If you think you got what it takes to be on this show performing, any types of form of art, music, or whatever it may be, I'm gonna provide a platform for you. But you got to go ahead and email me, inbox me on Facebook, IG, or just go to my email, all right? At SayDatDen1 at gmail.com. And until next time, y'all have a blessed Thanksgiving. And tomorrow, tune in to the live set on Box Wave Network. And this is your boy, Kevin Hughes, coming to you live from out of Star Airport. Say that then. Let's get that funky breakdown, damn it. Y'all ain't ready for this. Y'all ain't ready for this. Like Bernie Mac say, don't play with me. Don't play with me. Hey. I tell you this here, I will get in your business. Even though I'm old, I will get in your business. I'm gonna show you those moves.
Now the party didn't start till I walked in, and I probably won't leave until the thing ends. But in the meantime and in between time, if you work your thing, then I work mine. We came here together so we could have fun. Me and you, baby, going one-on-one. Now this is the last chance for us to get off. So either get loose or you ought to get lost. Cause I'm just about ready to do my thing. Cause I'm a stone cold New York rap machine. I'ma give you what I got, and baby, that's plenty. And never has one man rock so many. I'ma make you wet and make you sweat. Just to see how funky you can get. Now when I'm on the mic, I do serve well. And I go by the name of the rapper y'all love. Now sit back, relax, put on your headgear. You're ready for a trip through the atmosphere. Gonna take you for a ride through the twilight zone. I don't need a spaceship, I use my microphone. So hold on tight with all your might, cause I'll be rocking like this for the rest of the night. It's Jalil, your master rapper. And when I'm on the mic, it's a sheer disaster. Cause MCs crumble when we rumble. Some think I'm soft just because I'm humble. So all you MCs, I hope you're real good listeners. Cause in this battle, I'm taking no prisoners. I'm slaying MCs right on the spot. Cause I'm the master of the rap, the doctor of the rap, the jack of all trades, the master of one. And the thing I master is called having fun. We got 3 minutes left to rock this
Thanksgiving, all right?
The good stuff from the
be blessed.
Get in the groove and
everything else. I'm out of here. Come up Star Airports if you're in the DMV watching. Globally, I love you guys. Peace. I'm out.